Hello. YouTube is YouTubing again. Wonderful. Welcome to Saturday, my last stream of August. Still trying to decide whether or not I'm going to be streaming on Saturdays in September. So we're just gonna do the things now. Hi, Kyoko. Yes, we have Azzy here. She just showed up right before I click live, demanding cuddles. So we are cuddling the girl and having a great time. I have had to pin back the fluff because the fluff is fluffening today. I should have got a haircut and I didn't. Here we are. We're cooking with gas. I want to change the stream title real quick. Hold on. What just happened? Oh my god. It's a long and obnoxious title, but you know what? We're fucking here for it. Save changes. There. Still have to return to work and ask if it's true that I have now 2 weeks off. I was sure, and as I noted down, that next week was my last week before 2 weeks off. Ooh, maybe they moved up your time off. That's always exciting. I hope it's a good thing and stuff and things that maybe you get to start your vacation early. Unless that like screws things for you, then I'm like, then I'm sorry and hope you can get it sorted out. Nope, they can't move it. I mean, I know here you have to consent for your holiday to be moved. I just want to make sure that Supervisor 1 didn't do a mistake. Fair. Hopefully you get it figured out, sorted, made sure, and all that kind of fun stuff. Hopefully everything works out and stuff and things. Yes, hello. I was eating my lunch and I didn't get a chance to clean off my desk before she jumped on. So she's got like chip crumbs in her fur a little bit. So I gotta like spend a few minutes and like brushing her out to make sure that she does not get them stuck in her fur. Because I had nachos and cheese sauce, or well, chips and dip. She was only in for a few hours at work, and to make the work plan, and seemed stressed out. I think she had an appointment. Oh no! Oh boy. Well, hopefully you get all sorted. So yeah, we started an hour early. Do not adjust your sets. You are actually witnessing reality in its certain terms. Today is I'm going to try to finish the draft today. And I'm getting one of those weird cases of deja vu where it's like, I think I had a dream about this. So that either makes me really confident or not confident at all. That's why I want to check again that I still have stuff in my locker. Fair. That I should take with me. That's valid. Yeah. I don't really have like much in the way of like wordy preamble. I really wish Google would just stop trying to advertise to me in the Google Docs. I don't like it. So I'm still setting up, even though this was my idea and I only have myself to blame. I still don't have everything set up because cat cuddles interrupts everything, you know? So I still have to get the timer and get the rest of my stuff. Ooh, Dragon Age fanfic prompts. That sounds nifty. Do I have any more of these? Thank God. Feeling like a little on the nauseous side. I think I ate a little bit too much. These are my trick to not be nauseous candies. Today is the last day but I only have 2 props so far. You got this. I still need to write 5 others. Well, we are going to be going till 3. So like this is going to be a 4-hour stream instead of a 5-hour stream. I am probably not going to regret my life choice. I'm sure it's fine. I don't know why you're worried about it. It's a lot of fun. It's very different writing a different Llewellyn than my main canon fanfic one. 4 hours. Well, you can take a break in between, but if I take a break, I won't, like, the whole point is to try to finish this draft. Okay. I have the 3 chapters or the 2 chapters in an epilogue. I keep forgetting every time I say it, which one I say. And my laptop is still not even open yet, so I can't actually look. Well, I could look, because I could just look at the Google Doc. I'm smart. Okay. But I need to run back to work and ask, not wanting to come to work on Monday. Yeah, do the thing. Only to be called by the boss. Yeah, I hate that. I hate that as to why I'm not work. Yeah, I've had that happen to me. I've had that happen to me before. It's not fun. Let's see. Where am I now? So the chapter I'm working on plus 2 more in the epilogue. So 3 chapters. 3 chapters in the epilogue. That is how much I have to do before I go to work on Monday. So I'm going to try to do the lion's share today on stream, and then finish what's left on Sunday. I know it's kind of silly. Part of me is like, why aren't we doing it in the reverse order? Just do what we can today during live, and then do the lion's share on Sunday. Well, because I said so. I overslept yesterday. No! Woke up wondering why it was so bright. Turns out it was 6:28. Oh no! And work starts at, oh God. Ah! And my phone is always on mute with the exception of the alarm. So is mine. Yeah, that can be a bad thing. That's rough. I called in. Luckily, it was my supervisor instead of the boss. My God. I mean, the boss didn't say anything at all. I came in running. I mean, that's good. At least it didn't turn into a shit show. I've had that happen to me before, and it's turned into a shit show where, like, boss takes you into the back and starts reaming your tail in for a while, and then you're just kind of like, I forgot I was human, and because I won't, especially since I'm the person that shows up a half hour early all the time. Like, the one time I was 2 minutes late, they weren't concerned for my health. They were pissed that I was late, and I'm just like, this is the first time I've ever been late in my life. Working for you people for 5 years, this is what you're reaming me over for? Really? One supervisor saw me running over the parking lot through the cameras and opened the door for me. No! Boss can't complain. No one can compare to that stressful and annoying coworker. Valid. Ooh. Ezzy has returned. He came so often late. And one time of 2 hours late. Holy, like, that's those moments where it's like, if you're in my brain, 1 minute to 45 minutes, depending on where the person lives, that would be my grace period, because traffic and, human nonsense tends to happen to humans. But 2 hours, that's wow. Oh, his excuse was that it was the end of Ramadan and they were celebrating he is gay and has no religious issues. And oh yay, the saga was complete. He was also finally fired after 3 months of a shit show. Yay! Congratulations on losing that nonsense. That is awesome. Whew. Yes, the saga is complete. We need like that animatic of just the book closing from like every Reading Rainbow show episode ever. You know, actually, I don't even know if it was Reading Rainbow. I just remember this animatic. Actually, I don't even think it was animatic because I think it was an actual physical book that when the story ended, it was like because it was some sort of show. This old cover book would just close. Maybe it was Shrek. It could have been Shrek, honestly. It's entirely possible that it was Shrek. But like that's kind of like where my brain is right now that we kind of need and we don't have. Whew. We're good. Everything's fine. I think everything's settling. So I'm gonna get to find man. Wow. Did you just watch my brain 404 in real time? I think we did. After this guy, everyone in the store wanted probably to be Shrek in the swamp and be left alone. I feel like that's a solid freaking mood. Because, yes, I know I would be. Oh, yay. Okay, I need to leave this tab open because I see a whole bunch of videos that I want to watch later that just showed up on my recommendeds. I don't want to fuck with any of them. So I'm going to move to a different tab to get my timer. Text hour class. Yep. Kyoko gonna be hopping to the store. I'm gonna be cuddling the cat and working on book 2, chapter whatever the fuck this chapter is. Come on, there it goes. Whoop! I keep locking it. I am technically on chapter 31, so I'll be working on chapter 31 hopefully. And I only say hopefully because she's laying right in the way of the laptop, so it's kind of hard to write over her. But we're going to do the thing. We started early, so we can get at least one more sprint in for the day. Maybe 2. I don't know. But yeah, let's do the thing. We'll be back in 45 minutes. Oh yeah, I got to actually share the timer on screen. We're good. Everything is fine. We're going to do this one. And then, of course, I did not share the timer. Share screen. My favorite timer. All right. So we'll be back in 45 minutes. Happy sprinting, happy productivity, happy whatever it is that you're going to go do, adventuring and stuff and things. Be back shortly, momentarily. Yes. That was the end of our first sprint. How did we do? I got 660 words. Kiko looks like they had the drama. We also had Jessica join us. Hello, 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 hello. Ba, ba, ba. Update. She seemed kind of embarrassed at the same time. Walk in to ask the supervisor about it. She says she has to talk to the first supervisor. Say, don't we have a list somewhere where they put the things? Which, like, we have a book, or old jobs I've had a book. It was basically just a page of calendars and like a bunch of text underneath. Like, so like you'd have the calendar, and it was like, okay, what day? Yeah, it was this whole big production. I liked it. We don't have the list anymore, which is that's stupid. That's stupid. Yeah, you used to have the big overview. Yeah, see, that'll make sense. I'm new supervisor says still text the first one. Please no, just come in on Monday and ask. You. I have to go shop for things. She comes back and tells me, called, oh dear God, no. That's just an hour before. What? Kika, why? Ugh. Just because I just caused such a stupid inconvenience for the first supervisor. I'm sorry. If we just put on one big calendar with definite times, I feel our new supervisor is overwhelmed by things. Hey, a few weeks back, I only learned on that day that we had all the mandatory hygiene presentation things. No one told. Oh God, your place is kind of your place of employment is kind of a time, my friend. Oh God. Yeah, that's rough, Kai. That's the timer's. Why is the timer going? No, no. I think Azzy just butt the timer. Because she's still on my desk. She was on my hand the entire. Yep, there she is. You see her. I think she just like hit the space bar with her tail. Same with the nationwide franchise boss came. Oh no! See, I worked in retail. We had a good Google Calendar that we would just look at whenever. Yeah. My current job. Now I'm a temp. So I'm not actually on the calendar, but they shared it so we could see when everyone else was on. And yeah, that was handy dandy. I was wondering why supervisor one was running around like crazy. No one ever tells me stuff. Man, that sucks. Kieko, I'm so sorry. We're actually gonna jump into another sprint real quick because actually has to use a little bathroom. So we're just gonna be back. Yeah, big Jeebus. Like, I'm so sorry you work for that kind of place, Kyoko. Is but also people not knowing how because a digitization of Germany is new land. Yeah, good luck. Good luck. Um, just gonna jump. We're gonna jump straight in to another sprint. Okay. Well, hopefully we'll be like chat. I'll be a little chattier after the second one, but yeah, I have Cat on my lap, and I have to get her off my lap and go use the little bathroom. So I'll be back after 45 minutes. Happy productivity stuff and things. And hi, Dio. that was the end of sprint number 2. How did we do? I got around another 600 words. We had a lot of we had some folks join us, which is awesome. Dio joined us quite literally as we started sprinting, so I love that. Hi, Dio. Also, we had Sparkling join us. Hello. And we had an Andy join us. Hello. Swinging by. Hi. Just swinging by to say hi. Hope all's well. Christmas cluster and everything is everything. I mean, I'm walking through this draft, so I feel like if I don't have it done today, I feel like I will have like the chunkiest chunk of it done today because it is only 12:50. We'll probably do 2 more sprints. So yeah. Also, the fact she's new, the new supervisor herself can't go and look at the system. I mean, I've had that. There's one job I had where like the main manager had all of the power and the other 2 had like nothing. So if she was on shift, like there were certain things that couldn't get done. It's wild. This was cute. I did see this while I was writing. Y'all, my hubby and kiddo just gave me a bunch of gifts for my birthday. Happy of the birthday. Also, if it's belated, happy belated birthday. Your girl is bad at these. And one of them was just a skeleton hand because they're giving me a hand. That is the cutest fucking thing. That is so adorable. I freaking love it. I love it. It's so cute. It's so cute. Yeah, it is that. It is very fun. Love for Andy. Jessica says, I'm going to switch from writing to crocheting because I'm on a spicy scene and the kiddo keeps walking up and looking at my screen. That is fair. That is fair. Uh, okay, I'm glad I did it. I feel like we had this conversation during your stream, but I didn't want to like be wrong. So happy birthday, hon. I hope it is awesome and you have the bestest day ever. I mean, you were given a hand by a small child. So like oh, and a hubby, but I just, yeah. Da, 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 da. Kyoko got 514 words. And did a I can hear it in my head. I wanted to try. So Solavelin? No, that's wrong. My dyslexia is not letting me do the words together. It's not. Because I did Lavelin. I did Lavelin. You heard me say it like not an hour ago. So the second you put the soul on it, my brain can't do it. My brain can't do it. It's fucking stupid. Oh, I am still feeling so bad. Like, why did she have to call her? Grr. Like this is the first day. Both the new supervisors are alone. And the day has already started so shitty. I mean, to be fair though, you kind of needed to know what was going on. So like, if you didn't, it would have still been awkward and stuff. So yeah. Bop. I just realized I had my Discord open, which is funny. Yeah. Had a line that I was going to read. And now I forgot what it was. So, like, wait, I said it correctly? No, I didn't. I mixed the V's and the L's. Did I? Oh, God, now I'm gaslighting myself. Oh, dear. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. Yeah, I can't remember the line, and I don't want to like just sit here and scroll because that is like riveting content. But we're just getting to the heel turn, or well, no. So I can say this without spoilers because it's a thing. So in the original draft, this is the moment where the minor antagonist of the story is kind of like revealed. And I've said this in previous streams where the beta feedback comments was like, well, this is kind of boring if this is the person who is doing the heel turn. Refresh your YouTube, Kiko. Like this is this character over here, them being the heel turn felt kind of boring. So I started setting up something a few chapters back that it's actually somebody else who's doing the heel turn. So now I'm the scene that I'm currently going to start working on now is the actual heel turn character that is doing the heel turning. It's still going to seem like the original character. But they're going to find out at the end that this was just all a ploy, and the one that they thought they just handled is actually still alive. It is totally chill and everything's fine. I wasn't gonna do it because I had like how this is such a hard part of the story to tell without any fucking spoilers. Because it's like I brought these characters up to also pull the comment down, dumbass. I brought these characters up to Mars because they're kind of like my sounding board for dumb ideas lately. We love them, and I'm like, hey, I have this idea of how to fix this issue. How from scale of 1 to 90s soap opera, how cheesy is this moment, right? And it's very much like, well, as long as X doesn't happen, because I'm not a big fan of X happening, right? And I'm just like, I took the meme from The Simpsons where Apu kind of like holds this paper to their chest with like lovingly, and then crumples it up and throws it away. And so I was like, okay, well, scratch this plan. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna have to change it again. And then Mars commented back, was like, but you don't have to change it for just my opinion, because other people might love this opinion, or might love what you're doing. I'm like, okay, so well, I'll do it, and I'll see when I go through betas, because it's not really a hard change to fix if the beta feedback is negative around this twist. I'll be able to fix it without doing too much damage. So I'm just going to go ahead with it and hope for the best. So yeah, it's a lot of. It was George. George did it. Yes. No, it was Marsha. Marsha. Something like that. Something like that. It's very much like from minute one. Okay, I had this character that was supposed to be like she came to this location because she left the bad guy's side, right? She was like, he's evil and we all know he's evil, so I got out and I came here because I need protection. And he's a big pillar of this community and everything. And like nobody trusts them. Nobody trusts them. And so having a character that nobody trusts doing the thing that's not trustworthy, it's kind of lame. So we're fixing it. And that is all I can say without spoiling the last 2 chapters of the book. Trying to talk about my stuff without trying to talk about my stuff on main is a pain in the ass. I hate trying to avoid spoilers. I'm also just really excited that I got this right. No, you are not throwing the bigger one at me. Leave. No. 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 I'm not even trying it. Oh, you're so fun. I appreciate you muchly, Kyoko. Oh, that is like really warm. I am upset. I think he's a neat character. I do. His name is stupid. There are so many names in Dragon Age that need a freaking a dyslexia pronunciation guide. Okay? I just can't get my mouth to do the mouth things. Okay? Can't do it. All right. Flip back over here. Like, part of my happy ass is like, why can't we have a character named Bob? But then my characters in the prequel are not much better. Yeah, I know. Fel San. No. But we love Duncan, okay? I mean, we don't love Duncan. Duncan was a prick. Well, like, I haven't touched Dragon Age 1 in a minute. Which every so often I do actually reconsider it. I don't think it plays anymore. Because I was going to do a replay of the first and the second. And there was something about the first one when I tried to load it up, it couldn't run. I know who Duncan is. He's the stupid Grey Warden mentor dude with that, like, when was a bandit or a horse thief? I don't remember. But like the one guy just kind of had a seizure and died. And then he had to like stab the other guy. It was just like, no, this can't be stopped. Like, this has to be done. And he was just meh. It's yeah. Yeah, Origin nowadays to run on modern PCs, extra stuff. Yeah. I mean, I have my Dragon Age. I have my Dragon Age on Steam. I don't think it goes through Origin anymore, because didn't Origin break down? I don't even remember. Yeah, Jory. That guy was up. Every Dragon Age playthrough I did, right? I did that entire sequence up until you go back and it locks you like out of the party, so it does the whole blood magic shit, right? This right before you take them into the camp, I strip them of all of their gear and all of their stuff and make Alistair and the main character hold it, right? So that entire scene where they're failing the joining so hard, they are also buck naked. Like, they're wearing the little cloth of death, okay? Every time, like, because I like the extra gold for the extra money. So yeah, like, your stuff belongs to me now because you're gonna die. Oh, it did have to be done. Yes, because the joining and blood magic. Rule number 1: once the ritual starts, everything that has to be done for during the ritual has to be done for the ritual. And if anything is done for during the ritual that isn't part of the ritual goes bad. I use the same magic in my book. That is why book 2 is a problem, because the ritual was happening at the very beginning of the book, and it went horribly, horribly wrong, because the freaking dumbasses broke the circle. So, yeah. And it's a Warden secret. Yep. Some Skyrim stuff. The little cloth of death. You remember Dragon Age, right? That cloth didn't hide nothing. I mean, it hid the important things, right? It hid the things, but like barely. There's a little fan theory. The first warden killed the first archdemon might have been a magister, one of the ones that broke into Haven, that leaked the blight everywhere. LOL. Yeah, best part, the romance scene, the entire Yes. Like we're just gonna have our moment like out in the open. It's fine. Everyone gets to watch. The voyeurism in Dragon Age 1 is high. At least in Baldur's Gate, okay. Um you and Asterion walked off into the forests. Um and it was like I think the Shadowheart one, it was like on the edge of a cliff. Like you were away from the party. At least in Baldur's Gate, they had the sense to be away from the party. Dragon Age 2, I think, had the same problem. No. Dragon Age 2 did not have that problem. Dragon Age 3, I think that I feel like the romance scenes. Wasn't Shadowheart also in a lake? I only half I only half romance Shadowheart because I did go to Asterion. I just vaguely remember a scene of her drinking on a cliff. And yes, I did do the Halcyon forest scene. I want to know what all the fuss was about, so I did the Hysterian um, forest scene. So yeah, Dragon Age Inquisition had romance scenes, but bit censored, of course. Oh God, you did. You wanted to know what the fuss was about. I try. Okay. Listen, I tried really hard to live under a rock while I was playing Baldur's Gate 3, but that scene was everywhere. So there was a moment where I was like, okay, cool. This is the time I get to know what all the fuss was about. And then of course, the end of the scene, you end up talking to Asterion, who is just like, I thought you were with me, and I'm like, oh yeah, no, hi, you and I are bae, it's fine. But then Halcyon was totally okay with sharing, and yeah, that led to a very interesting playthrough. It was who paid who paid for the poor the who paid for the therapy session for that poor squirrel. Yeah, yeah, that was poor the poor squirrel. Yeah, you try not to think about the Halcyon scene. I mean, it's not super bad if you tell him no. It's still it's a decent scene if you tell him no. But I don't want to think about I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about it. Why are we thinking about it? I think there's banter where Minsk is like, "Hey, the squirrel, by the way, has complaints." Oh my goodness, that's so funny. Yeah, let's get another sprint done. Um, I wanna keep going. Much to do, and we've lost like half of our audience, which is funny. So yeah, let's change this. Let's change this. Um, I'll send you a clip of where when I find it. Perfect. I would love to see it. But until then, happy productivity, happy sprinting, happy whatever the hell it is you are planning on doing during this time. We'll be back in just a little moment. And when I say a little moment, I mean like 45 minutes. It's fine. All right? Okay. Why do we have to interrupt me in a fight scene? Hi guys. That was the end of sprint number 3. How did we do? I holy fuck. Oh dear. Okay. I got 1,000 words. I got 1,000 words. I got 1,000 words. This is good. This is good. We are doing really well. I'm still on the same fucking chapter. And I've had to rewrite this entire half of the chapter because I decided that this is the moment where Elizabeth is going to show that she's not helpless. She does get her agency back. She does really well fending off this second antagonist. And then like so they fight, and the fight is going well until it doesn't, and then it starts going horribly. And now there's something else about to enter the chat. And it's going to be it's an interesting little foreshadow slant. Well, okay, so like again, Crystal doesn't know how to talk about this shit without massive spoilers. But the biggest BBEG, right, has the ability to take over the mind of those he's connected to, like those he's sired and shit, right? He was given this particular gift by his god. That is his power. So he is kind of having a chat through his wayward watcher, and then tells the watcher to take care of our Elizabeth. There are other characters who are at the same power level, who kind of exist, who can also do the same thing. So when they notice that some shenanigans is happening, they decide to help Elizabeth with whatever power they have. And it is not much, because they are very far away. But they're like, oh, this is going horribly. And I'm a little bit concerned. So we're gonna do the thing. And it's just it's like a flash in the pan. This is not something that that can last more than the 5 seconds it takes. Because spell distance is important, folks. But yeah, no. So this is fun. I'm enjoying myself, and it's like I think I foreshadowed this ahead of time, so I'm pretty sure this works. Like gaslighting myself into my own lore, like it's fucking nothing. Yeah, it's fine. The line, I'm actually kind of really the line tickled me. This line is the moment where this happens, and it's pretty low spoiler. No, a roar of rage tore through her skull, discordant, far away. Somewhere, all under all the blood and rushing cold fire filling her veins, something reached out for her in the darkness, and she grabbed hold of it. Because things are happening, folks. I'm happy. I'm very excited. How much more of this chapter? Given what I've had to scrap, I'm actually curious. Oh, we're almost. If this is true, after this fight scene, and I return to the where I'm kind of I cut a bunch and I'm kind of inserting back in once I rewrite the sentence. I'm almost finished this chapter. I will probably finish this chapter this sprint. I won't finish the draft this stream, unfortunately. But Kiko's also having feels about their scene. 487 words and ended the prompt. Love it. And the feels. Ooh, 100K. Party. Yeah, I was going to actually physically do the math, because like the first sprint was 600, right? That's easy. The second sprint was 1,200, so it's another 600. And then I look down at my screen, and according to my little tracker thing, it says I'm at a total of 2,286 words. So that means 1,200, and then now it's 2,200. So 3,000 words, or I wrote 1,000 words. I'm just like, wait, what? I hope the fight scene lands. I hope this all makes sense. So, but yeah, I think we're doing pretty good. I think we're doing pretty good. Hope if I can finish this by tomorrow evening, I'm gonna be so happy. It's gonna be so great. Also, I gotta add that word because I realized. Yeah. Okay. There we go. So, do we want to just go right back in? Do we want to just go right back into another sprint and just keep going? Because like I love fight scenes. I love writing the drama and I love writing the fight scenes. And we haven't really had a fight scene this book. Um, like I've had a fighting montage, but that's really it. A lot of my conflicts have been internal. So this is like the first like, oh dear sweet gods. And yeah. I hope my little unhinged attacker is not too I hope this all works. Sorry. I am like I'm having multiple moments consistently. Um so I think we're just gonna keep going. I guess it's 2 o'clock now. We can do another 45, and then maybe a 15. I'm thinking, or we just do the 45. I feel we can at least complete the chapter, and then maybe start the next one. Get the timer set back up. Mm. Oi. All right. Well, we'll just do the do. It is quiet on the Western Front. Do-do-do. Crazy. We've done 4 45-minute sprints today. This is wild. But yeah, happy productivity, I guess. We'll see you guys in a bit. And hopefully I'll be finished the scene because, it'd be awesome. that was the end of that sprint. How did we do, guys? Friends? Peoples within my circles? I did indeed finish the chapter. I did not start the other one because I kind of got stuck scrolling. When I say got stuck, I'm just like, oh, there was a notification on my phone. So I looked at it and then spent like 15 minutes scrolling. So, but the chapter's done. I got 600 words. So Kyoko got chocolate. Hell yeah. And posted the prompt. Hell yeah. Do you have a final line for the day? Which one was I going to read? She just kept shaking him until he opened his eyes. Her attention split between him and the vampire bleeding on the bed, and the withering presence that commanded her to go back and finish her meal. This is the last line of the chapter. And still go crazy over the work thing. I'm so sorry. Try to take breaths. Do things that give you joy. Because people are annoying. People do things that suck. It is a time. And it is unfortunate. But we have to deal with the people, which is also unfortunate. I'm tired now. I'm glad I finished that chapter. A little bummed that I didn't get further, but forgot about how much reworking I have to do this and next chapter. So, but I think I can finish the book. I still think I am on a good fitting to fit. Good. Bleh. I feel like I am still on a good footing to finish tomorrow by my 3:00. This is usually when I stop my work and crawl into a corner and go, deadline. So, hi, Andio. I did things. And Elizabeth got to beat up a vampire. So, things are working. Could I just have Sunday? Because I will be taking off. Probably be taking off the first 2 weeks of September off of writing. I probably won't be live streaming. I already said I probably won't be live streaming on Saturdays. I'm gonna kind of give, like, we'll see how this week goes. Might just be bad. Like, it's only 2 streams, or I guess 4 streams that are missing. And I'll be back in like the later half of the month, I think. Because working and doing stuff, I'm never good at. I worked on my house. Surprise, surprise. Love it. I love how this keeps happening. This keeps happening where you go on your vacation is like when I take my breaks. And it's so funny how unintentional it is. Well, I will kind of play the first 2 Saturdays. I will physically be unable to stream on Mondays because I'm at work. But I will kind of leave the 2 Saturdays up in the air. I might do pop-ups if I'm feeling it that day. I don't know yet. But I'm back for like the later half of the month. So, because my last day is on the 11th. So, I think this technically would only be 1 Saturday then. Hold on, let me look at my calendar here. Yeah, I would only be missing the 1 Saturday. So I would be back on streaming on the 12th because I'm only working until the 11th. So it's a very short contract this round. So you're only missing a Saturday and 2 Mondays. Oh, actually, I'm not working on Labor Day. I might stream on Labor Day. I will think about this. Keep your eyes on my YouTube. There you will find the answers of which you seek as to how much streaming I will be doing. So I'm like, wait a second. Right, September's fucking weird. But what I am going to do is I'm going to put in my word count for the day. And then I am going to curl up into a ball and pretend I'm asleep. And when I say pretend I'm asleep, I mean probably go play WoW and work on my house. Because yes. Date today's the 29th. So I haven't written in like 4 days, which is fine. But my word count for the day is 2850. 2,850 words for the day. A chapter finished. I am happy. So, but I think I'm gonna, unless anyone has any comments, questions, or concerns for the next 5 minutes, because your girl is gonna. I think your girl is just gonna call it here. I think. So many notifications I don't care about right now. We are crushing our goals for the day. Whatever those are, we did the thing. So I'll be back when I'm back. Until next time. I appreciate every single one of you. We'll see you guys in the next video, stream, reel, wherever the hell it is you find me next. Keep your eyes peeled for social media. Because you know me, sometimes I will walk back all of my plans and decide to just keep going. So keep your eye out on the Discord. Keep your eye out on YouTube. I forgot to pull my outro up, so this exit is not clean. But since when is it ever? All right, we'll push this button. I'll push this button, and I will remove that because I want to go down to the actual outro page. Also need to remove. Need to stop sharing that one. I need to remove this one, so that way only the right one will play. Okay, we're good. I am a human. Cuckoo. Bye, guys.